Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. I just wanted to start off this video just letting you know that I actually filmed this on Friday, which was, I'm just checking now, the 21st of March. And at that point I had 500 subscribers, so I was very happy with that. But it is now Monday the 24th and I now have over 1.5 subscribers. So I am completely and utterly overwhelmed and so happy, and I just want to say thank you. And I also just want to say that before we get into this video, I will mention the 500 subscribers quite a lot, so please just remember that I am aware that there are a lot more of you here now. Thank you, I hope you enjoy. So today I'm going to be working it in my A to Z journal, which you've seen before. I'll show you the page that we done previously, and today the prompts are B. So we've got books, belief, beauty and birthday. Now I've already decided what I will be doing, and I've already kind of prepped some of the work here, and the only one that really stood out to me was either beauty or books, but books won out because one, I have an abundance of book page, two, I love to read, so I thought that's easy. We'll go with something that I love. I just want to add a little side note into this beginning of the video. You may hear crinkling, you may hear squeaking, and you may hear snoring. That is unfortunately just what I'm dealing with at the moment. It's all very stressful. I've got a puppy and an elderly boxer dog who is currently snoring, so I can only apologise. I will try to keep it to a minimum, but please just remember that they're both really cute, so don't hate them, okay? Thank you. Right, so as the title suggests, I will be obviously completing this page spread, but I will also, I've just noticed, sorry, my glue, look at my glue, it's all leaking. Just want to wipe that. I'm going to speak about the giveaway that we're going to be having as we have surpassed the 500 subscriber mark. I think we're nearly at 700 now. I can't thank you all enough for the love and the support and the new subscribers. It means so much to us, so especially me. So yeah, I'll be speaking about the giveaway and also about the Patreon information. Nelly, no darling. So this is where we're starting with our journal. So I just done a little cover page, previously recorded that, and then this was the affirmation for the present me, and you'll see me do that on video as well. I still haven't put photos in here, it's just been nightmarish, so I haven't had a chance to do it. So today I'm going to be doing a double page spread. Let's get started. As you can see, I have done a bit of prep here, but I haven't done everything, so I just want to kind of get some of the extra prep out of the way. So I'm just going to move the journal away for just a second. So the giveaway. So the giveaway is to celebrate our 500 subscribers, all you lovely lot. And we're going to give away a total of 5 prizes. One of the prizes will be it's going to be like a journal inside a bag that is then stuffed to the brim with ephemera. So it's like a journal in a bag, basically. Obviously I will show what it is, but we're currently still making it, so I don't want to show it just yet. And then there's going to be another 4 people who will have the chance to win like bundles of like ephemera. So we're not sure how many pieces just yet, but we're kind of just going to make and see how we go. Again, we will obviously show you what it is that the ephemera winners will be getting, and I will also discuss how to enter. It'll probably just be that you just have to be subscribed to us and leave a comment on a video, on a particular video. So obviously all of that will be shown at a later date. When we're ready to show everything, then we'll do a huge kind of release, and then you guys can enter the giveaway and hopefully be lucky enough to win some goodies. The other thing that we wanted to start doing when we hit 500 subscribers was to offer Patreon. We wasn't 100% sure on exactly what it was that we was going to offer, or how much it was going to be. We do know we don't want to charge an arm and a leg. It is literally just going to be a bit of fun, and probably just to cover the cost of postage. So nothing too serious, just some fun, sharing ideas, sharing inspiration, and just creating a really lovely community. So we know that what we want to do is so let's just say that we start this in April. So on the very 1st of April, if anybody has signed up to the Patreon, they will receive a blank journal. So it'll be one signature journal, and it will have a nice pretty cover, but the inside will be quite plain, just like coffee stained paper, book page, you know, just the basics. And then every month after that, we will hand make, but also include non-handmade stuff. So maybe vintage book page, beads, buttons, trim, all sorts. And we'll kind of like do like an ephemera pack. And you can use it inside. The idea is that you use it inside that blank journal that we've given you at the very start of the journey. Obviously, if we do have people signing up on like the 3rd month, we can't do the journal for them. That we'll do a journal every 6 months. So they'll have to wait for the next one to come along, basically. But they can build up their stash or use it in another journal, use it for Happy Mail, send it on to somebody else as a random act of kindness. You guys, there's so much that you can do with things that you receive from us. So the ideas are endless. So yeah, we're really excited, and obviously I'm finishing up that journal for that one lucky winner, and then I'm going to be moving on to the ephemera packs. So once they're all done, once they're all ready, I will come back on and I will show you, and I will tell you how to enter the giveaway, and everything that you need to do. So just keep an eye out for that video. In the meantime, like I said, all these new subscribers, thank you. We love you, we appreciate you, and if there's anything that you want to see from us, a type of journal spread or a type of tutorial, just let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. We do obviously make the 3D templates as well, and so if you have any ideas for things like that, again, just let us know and we will be happy to try and help. So moving on to the craft of today, which is the journal prompt for B, which is books. So it was kind of a coincidence really that it came up as a prompt, books, after that video that I've just filmed. I've got little Nelly Belly having a bit of fun down there. But yeah, I mean, I'm reading a book at the moment and I'm really enjoying it, and it's by an author that I really enjoy, and I've just bought a whole ton of his books, so completely in love with his series at the moment. So I thought, well, let's journal about it, because that's what's keeping me going at the moment, that's what's keeping me sane, is having a little bit of time. And when I mean little bit, I mean tiny. A tiny piece of time to myself to read. So yeah, that's what's keeping me going at the moment, is that books are relaxing me, so I'm embracing it. All I'm doing at the moment is just kind of like planning where I want things to go in on this spread. So I've just used, this is the pocket, the exploding pockets. These two flaps, usually you fold them over and close them in on each other, but I've decided to keep it as a pocket that will kind of resemble a heart, and that is going to stay on this side. Then over here on this side, what I want is, I'm not 100% sure how much of this background is going to be seen, but I would like to do a little bit of stencil work on them. So I think like just around the edges I'll do some stars, because the book theme as well that I'm reading is kind of like general fantasy, so I think that will fit quite well. And then all I've done is the leftover of this page here, I've just ripped it up into smallish strips and some little bits and pieces like this, and then I'm just going to piece it together around this piece, so that when it's, no, it'll have to be that way because I've inked it, so that when it's turned over it's kind of going to frame this piece of paper here. So we will see quite a bit, I suppose, of the background stenciling. So if I just go grab a brush, I can get that stenciling done. Okay, so I've just grabbed my brush here. I'm just going to rub it into my ink just to get it nice and wet. And then I'll take my stencil and I'm just going to go down the edge of this page, just trying to butt it up and trying to see where the edge of the page is, which is about there. That's it. So I do also need my washi tape just to keep that stuck down so it doesn't move too much for me. And then I'll just start inking. Okay, so I am happy with that. I didn't want it obviously all over because I am going to put bits and pieces on top of this, so it would be a waste of effort and ink. So I just wanted something on the background. And then, oh yeah, so the reading journal template, I absolutely love this. I've always wanted to do the whole bookcase design that people do for their journals, but I just can't do it because I can't draw. So I made one where I don't have to be so artistic. I can depend on a stencil instead. I'm just trying to decide, do I want the snow globe or do I want the flower option? Should we go for the flower option? Where did that piece go? There it is. So I'll just pop that there and there. This is obviously on the back of the stencil and on the back of the piece of paper so that I can keep that securely in place. I'll just move this out of the way. Now, do I want to just go straight in with a pen or do I want to do it with a pencil? I think, to be honest, I'm just going to go straight in with a pen, because otherwise you're just faffing around with a pencil and it could have been over and done with. So I'm just going to use this 0.5 fine liner pen and I'll draw around all of the stencil. So because my paper is less than the width of this stencil, I'm just going to draw the shelf, which will be fine here, so I can get that corner piece there, but then I'm going to stop around here at that edge so that I can flip my template or move it up and complete the edge of that shelf neatly. So I'll just go around there like so, just finish that line there as well, and then just move my stencil like so, otherwise the shelf would have just gone off onto the edge and it would have looked odd. So definitely want to keep it the same on each edge, like so. And I think, do I have enough books there, or shall I add one more onto that one, or is that pushing my luck? I could add like a thin one, couldn't I? That's why I love these stencils, because they're so, you can mix and match them. You don't have to use them as it is. use them how you want to use them. So that is now my little bookshelf complete. I'll just pop my pen up there, remove my washi tape. This washi tape was in my scrap bin and I never knew why until now. All it does is rip my paper. It's so annoying. Luckily that's the wrong side, so we don't have to worry about that. So then all I would like to do now is cover the back pieces, as I said, with my book page. So it's going to end up looking kind of like that, but I'm going to like piece them together all around the back, and we'll see how it looks. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll probably speed it up and then show you how it looks when it's finished. Okay, so that is how my little framed book piece came along. I'm quite annoyed at myself because I didn't ink around this white piece of paper. I don't think I can do it now. Oh, I might be able to. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I just wanted a little something, and again I just forgot because I have the brain of a fish. And with everything going on at the moment, you know, when you have the best of intentions, you start your day with the best of intentions, but it doesn't always work out that way. 9 times out of 10 you go to bed and you think, oh God, I didn't do half of the stuff that I said I would do. Try again tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you still haven't done it. Because something else comes up that you need to get done. It's a madhouse at the moment, absolutely madhouse. So as I'm doing this as well, actually, the book pages are getting a bit wrinkly, which is kind of a plus for me. I like that. They're kind of like looking a bit distressed. So, sorry, I had to stop the camera there. I had the room just became really cold, so I've just had to go and put on a quick jumper just to fend off the chill. So I'm happy with how this little bookshelf has turned out, and that is going to be placed over here. I don't know if I want it in the middle of the page. I think I do. I think I'll have it in the middle of the page here, like so. Then the pocket that we made at the very beginning, I need to glue this piece down because otherwise it's not going to be very helpful, is it? So I'll just glue along the edge here, just to hold that in place, like so. Now we have a pocket, and then that piece is just going to sit there. Now the pocket, I want it to hold all sorts of different bits and pieces. So if I show you the book that I'm reading at the moment, this one here, what I wanted to do was, when I'm finished with it, I'm obviously going to rip out the book pages and reuse the book pages, but I also just wanted to cut around the author's name and then kind of put that in there, because at the moment this is my favourite author. I go through phases and I will read and read and read and read and read the same person over and over again, all of their books, until I've kind of had enough, and then I'll move on and I'll find somebody else. So at this precise moment, he is my current obsession. So this kind of page is just like dedicated to good old David. So I will cut up pieces of that book. I'll put it in here. On the top of this pocket, I'm going to use this stencil here to do kind of like a wish list of, because he's got other books that I haven't yet bought. So I'll put a wish list up here, and then I think that page will be pretty much done. I might add on some decorative pieces, but yeah, I think it would be done. So I'm not going to go all the way up to the edge of these book page edges, just because if they do fold over, if they do rip or scrunch, that doesn't bother me. I really like that look, so I'm kind of encouraging it by not fully adhering it down. And I'm just going to, as straight as possible, pop that on there, like so. Just get my spreader, it's the easiest way to make sure that it is secured down, like so. Okay, so now I kind of feel like I really want to decorate this pocket. Maybe not so much the back, because if things are coming in and out of it, I don't really want anything to catch on it. So I just had a quick rummage through the ephemera pieces that I have stored to the side that correspond with the theme of this journal, and I've just pulled out 2 little pieces that I'm going to use to decorate the pocket, and I'm also going to incorporate some twine. So I'll just oh, that just came off, so that looks like a healthy piece of twine. I can use that. So let's just, I've got a stamp here that I'm going to ink up just to make it a little bit more in keeping with the theme, like so. As well, if you like that, like on the edge of these book pages, sometimes there is like a line of ink going across in the middle of the piece. If you do like that look, all I suggest you do is just kind of like scrunch up your piece like this and just really roughly go over the whole area like so. Like I'm still doing the edges, but I'm kind of really hitting my thumb as well. And then if I do this side as well, so I've just scrunched that up, I hope you can see, and then I'll do the same, and I'll just kind of come in, and then when we unscrunch it, you can see we've got these dark pieces, and it just adds a bit of character and makes it look really like used and vintage. So just a little hot tip there for you. So I'm then going to just cut out this little circle, and then I'm going to ink it. And then with the twine, I am just going to get rid of all that on there. Just going to grab my handy dandy bow maker and use it to make a very quick and easy bow. So I'm going to go in on the second prongs on both sides, push through that centre hole, back up and down the centre, and then just simply tie a knot, and that is your bow done and dusted. I, for the life of me, hate tying bows, but I love the look of bows. So we have like a love-hate relationship at the moment, but this bow maker makes it so much easier for me to get a nice perfect bow. So just take this like so, give it a quick tighten up, because now I've taken it off of that board, there's kind of like a big gap in it, so we'll just give it a quick tidy. It turns out my tails are way too long, so I'll just cut those off over there like so, and I think that is the decor for that pocket done. I'm quite happy with how kind of like simple it looks. I think I like that, so let's get that stuck down. Just turning on my glue gun. I had a question about my glue gun on a previous video, where I got it from and which one I'm using. My daughter actually bought this for me for Christmas in 2023, and it's still going very, very strong. It is actually a really good little glue gun. She got it, I think she said she got it on a Black Friday deal at the time, and because it was quite expensive, and she got it for quite cheap. So I will link it below if you need, or if I don't, please just give me a little nudge and let me know that you would like to see where she got it from. It was only on Amazon, and it's wireless, no cords, because that is something that I hated with my other hot glue gun was the cord was always twisted. I don't know if anyone else has that problem. Always twisted on me. It doesn't take that long to heat up. You just see when I turn it on, and it's now telling me it's ready. I've got a big globule on the end there. It does have a timer on it, so it will turn off after a certain amount of time. It's really quick to charge. It's brilliant. I absolutely love it. It's the only glue gun that I have kept for longer than a few months. Every other glue gun that I have had just hasn't lasted. They've just like either exploded, which was really dangerous at one point, or they get so clogged up and so burnt at the edges, at the tip, that they just become unusable, and they stink as well. This one is really, really good. I love it. So I'll just turn that off. I don't want to waste any of my battery. Turn it off, put it to the side. And there we have a little pocket here. So I don't know if I'm going to fill anything at the moment, because like I said, I haven't finished reading this book, and I threw away the other ones, the covers of the other ones. So I'll have to wait until I finish this, and then I'll cut this out, and I might even cut out the cover image there as well. But unfortunately, this book doesn't have... That's cool. I could have done that, couldn't I? I could have cut out each of his books here and then stuck them in here. I wonder if he's got them on the back side as well. Oh, he's only got two, but they're a bit bigger. So I could, couldn't I? I could cut these out, and they could be little bits in here. But this one doesn't have, which is really annoying, the map of this make-believe world. Every other book of his did, apart from this one. And I don't know where I put the pages for it, so that's annoying. So I'm just putting a lid on my ink there. So we're nearly done. Now I just want to create my box at the top for my wish list. So I'm just trying to get it exactly where I would like it, which I think is about there. Bring in my black pen again and just draw around that. Like so. So that is that now done. Right. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go away and complete this and complete this, and then I'll come back and show you the finished piece. I will just pop over some music that over the top of this part, just because I would talk you through what it is that I'm doing, but I actually do that later on in the video, so I don't want to repeat myself or bore you. So hopefully you can kind of learn something from what I'm doing on camera at the moment, but I will just leave you with some music, and then I will come back and explain exactly what I done for you. Okay, so I obviously did end up bringing you along with that process. I always feel like it's kind of like unfair not to show you how I do things, even if it is the most boring way of doing things. It's always nice to see different ways that people work. So, and how they also fix problems as well, because you'll remember I put a little frame up here, and I decided that I actually wanted to cover that up completely and use the author's name because I have a feeling I'm only going to be reading this guy this year. So I thought, well, we'll just cover that up, and it can be just a general spread dedicated to good old David. So what I ended up doing, don't worry, the book is quite safe. I haven't done anything to the book. I just took a photo of the outside cover and the 2 inside covers that I showed you. I took photos of them and printed them out onto like a glossy paper, and then just cut around them like you see, and put them in this pocket. So now inside the pocket I have the 2 books that I have already read, which is this one and this one. So what I done was I just wrote on the back like a little review of the book, and just wrote down what number it was as well. And then all of these here are either a continuation of this story, or they're books by him that I would like to read. So it's kind of like I kind of didn't need that wish list because it was here kind of thing. So I've kind of got like a pocket wish list, and I can easily come here and say, well, okay, the Sword of the Night and Day, that's the one I want to read next. So, and then I can, when I'm finished with that one, come right on the back my review as well. So I was quite happy with how that turned out, really. It was just a bit of a on the fly moment. I didn't really think too much about it. I did have to attach this little plain tag because this wasn't quite big enough to cover the frame that I drew in. So I just thought, well, I'll put a little tag and put a piece of twine attached so that when we close our book, we have a little something at the top there. And then over on this side, I used my Faber-Castell Pit Pastel pencils. Now you are supposed to use like a burnisher with them, and you'll see that I didn't have mine, and I can't find it. I don't know where it's gone. So I just utilised my poke tool and some tissue. So it worked just as well. It was a little bit messy, like I can see there's some bits here. If I had my actual burnishing tool, I would have been able to do it a lot smoother. But yeah, I'm happy with how that turned out. And then just on the spines of those books, I've just written the name of the 2 books that I have already read, and then as I read them, or the rest of the stories, I will fill those in as well. So it's kind of like a little reading log / wish list. And I think that is it. I think I am really happy with how that turned out. Really love these little books, how I've kind of used them. I'm going to have to try and figure out a way to put them all in this pocket without them falling all over the place, but I don't really think there is a way. I'll just have to put up with them falling all over, I think. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. So please let me know what you think about this spread. Let me know what you think about the prompt, and what one would have you chosen? Would you have chosen a different one to me? And I hope you're excited for the giveaway just like we are. We can't wait. We really want to show you what it is that we're going to give away, and it's just going to be a nice little celebration and a show of appreciation for you guys. So yes, stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye.